Major League Baseball is in a conundrum. And what I mean by conundrum is this. The people that don't know, you got to be on the rock not to know, but sports has been on vacation for about a month now. And there's been no live sports. You had some weightlifting. Who wants to watch that? And if you want to, you can call some of this other stuff like handball, volleyball. You can call that sports, but those are the type of sports that if you got beat up or chased home from school that you watch or participate in. That's what those dudes look like. Call me a nerd, shame, or whatever it is what it is. But baseball, professional baseball is in full effect. Korea is playing baseball with no crowds. They're playing music. Some people have masks, some people don't. It looks as if baseball is making a comeback. This is something that this is going to be one hell of an interesting experiment, simply because if it goes over without anybody getting sick in Korea, guess what? You will have Major League Baseball back in the stadium soon. After you will have NBA, and then college football is going to start back up, and so forth and so on, like that Spre commercial years and years ago, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. But this is an interesting situation. We don't really know what we're facing this COVID-19 thing. I want to know, man. I got the phone lines open, and if you want to participate, you give your boy a call, 77777. So I almost gave y'all the wrong number, 773-797-2409, 773-797-2409. If you want to participate in the show, I told you I'm making it funky again. I'm going to keep it fun. I'm only going to hang up on you if you say something stupid. It depends on who calls. Now, again, man, this is an interesting situation. We got people's lives on the line. And if we are we really that starved for entertainment? Really? Are we really that starved for entertainment? Is it really that important? Look, obviously I'm a sports fanatic. I host a sports show. I am having fun doing this, and I just want to know, man. 773-797-2409. Is it really that important? We all know it's about the money with the rich folks, but is it really that important for you guys? Because sports is supposed to be fun. Sports is made for trash talking at cookouts, barbershops, bus rides, car rides, hanging out with your brothers, and things like that. Is it really that important to participate in sports, who have sports, engage in sports? Because we are talking about people's lives. Look, just because things are slowing down don't mean that they've come to a halt. Look at it this way, man. Are you willing to put your family or your life in jeopardy to entertain somebody? Like football, baseball, and basketball, these are things that at the end of the day, they're putting their lives in jeopardy anyway, participating in these things. Every day they're putting their lives in jeopardy. Every time they come on, a baseball can hit you in the head, it's over for you. You know, anything that can happen, anything can happen. And I don't want to be responsible for that. Are you willing to say, hey man, we need this? I just want to know how people feel. Me, you already know how I feel. 773-797-2409. Because I'm not willing to put anybody's life in jeopardy to entertain. Look, I love sports. I was raised on sports. I just want to know, is it that important, man? Is it really that important to put people's lives in jeopardy? It's fun. We get it in. It's just, bam. I don't understand. I did a numbers crunch. Really no numbers. How hot dogs and beer sold in Major League Baseball. I don't know what numbers you crunching, Ryan, because look at it this way, homie. The White Sox rarely sell out, if ever sell out in Chicago. They have one of the lowest attendances in Major League Baseball. It's actually a running joke here in Chicago. But guess what? 2 million people still walk through the doors at the they changed their name in the stadium so many times. I don't even know the name of the stadium. It's the White Sox Park. If 2 million people are walking through your doors, that means 2 million, at a minimum, 2 million hot dogs, 2 million sandwiches, 2 million t-shirts, 2 million foam fingers. Do you understand how lucrative that is? If you call that low, maybe Ryan, maybe you got some type of surplus of billions of dollars that you're not doing anything with. If so, give me and one of all my listeners some money, and then we'll be able to cool out. But if you're talking about 2 billion times $19, $20 a night, hey man, maybe you got that kind of money just laying around. Most of us don't. But there's no one in here that's looking at low numbers. But with that being said, I just want to know what it is. Is it necessary? Do you think it's necessary? Is this what you really want? We're looking at a situation to whereas people's lives again will be in jeopardy. Are you gonna have fans in the stand? Are you gonna follow the Korean model and have nobody in the stands with music being played? Our players gonna be able to adjust to it. Do players have the intestinal fortitude to just go, hey, I'm in the game. I really don't care what's going on. The music is playing, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. But if you are going to use any sport possible as a test run, it will be Major League Baseball, in my opinion. Major League Baseball, you got 9 people at the very beginning, they 90 feet apart. They're 90 feet apart, besides when you hit, and then you're about a foot and a half away from the person. This only way you change it. The way you can change that is the catcher wears the mask, the hitter wears the mask. The umpires are already wearing masks in Korea. We're going to have to see how this works, because the moment someone gets sick, we continue to hear about things rehashing the second wave of this thing. Could this be the beginning of the second wave? I don't want to take that chance. I understand the economy is necessary. That's what they keep telling us. You do need to spend money. We do need to engage. But guess what? Until somebody who knows what the hell they're doing that I actually trust says something, I'm going to continue to social distance. I'm going to continue to just wait it out. And I'm going to continue to do my show and come up with creative ways to talk about sports, even though there are no sports to talk about. That's it. That's all. It's easy. It's easy to say what should and should not happen, but it is not my money. It is not my livelihood. I did not work hard enough as an athlete to continue my career and be a professional. Therefore, I do a sports show and talk about it. Those who can do, those who cannot teach, and those who cannot teach talk. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not teaching. I'm not teaching. I'm not doing. I'm talking. And this is a situation too, whereas we must, I think, err on the side of caution. I really believe that makes the most sense to me. But hey, if I said it like when the steroid thing was going down, if you want to put your life in jeopardy in order for me to have entertainment, the least I can do is watch it and share it. And that's just the way I feel. It's a selfish way to look at things. All right, I thought you cared about the people. Hey man, if the people are gonna put their lives in jeopardy to entertain me, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna enjoy it. So with that being said, shout out to the baseball players who are willing to do it. Shout out to their families who are supporting them to do it. And anybody who say that they're wrong and Major League Baseball is wrong, because I don't think they're wrong. I just disagree with it. All you have to do is simply
sit your ass down. Sit your ass down.
And not watch, and then we'll keep it moving. That's just it. I mean, if you're willing to entertain me, I'm willing to watch. I'm gonna enjoy. I'm an avid baseball fan. I'm a former baseball player. I love it. I'm getting it in, and I'm having a good time. And while we're having a good time, I'm doing my damn thing. Gives me something else to talk about. Gives you something to listen to. And if you want to argue, fuss, cuss, and fight, I'm here for it. I'm with the smoke. Now, the next thing up is one former heavyweight champion, former boxer, current boxing Hall of Famer, former baddest man on the earth today, Iron Mike Tyson. They're talking about coming out of retirement. Is he talking about coming out of retirement to fight for real? No, he's not. He's coming out of retirement for charitable purposes. He's doing his very best to raise money for this COVID thing. People who are out of work, people who need the assistance. Shout out to Mike Tyson for being the humanitarian that he is, and people never talk about it. With that being said, you have to talk about the possibility of Mike Tyson fighting somebody for real. Listen to the homie Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman's like, ain't no way in hell he can deal with these heavyweights now. I'm not sure about that. Ain't no way in hell thing. Mike Tyson was a bad mofo, man. Mike Tyson, I saw him working out. His video went viral. I understand, as the great Bruce Lee said in Enter the Dragon, boards don't hit back. Neither do those pads, but Mike Tyson looked like the old Mike Tyson. The trainer said he still had the zip, but what else is he going to say? Is he going to say, yeah, Mike Tyson working out, he's a bump? So that's not really carrying a whole lot of weight. Just like asking my girlfriend if I'm cute. Of course I am. She going to say it is. But she going to say, no, I like ugly guys. But as I look at this thing with Mike Tyson, I'm forced to do what everybody else is doing. Could Mike Tyson make a comeback? Could Mike Tyson make this work? Is Mike Tyson bad enough to kick somebody's ass? who's 6'4" tall, 300 pounds. Yeah, these dudes soft as hell, man. These dudes soft as hell. I ain't going. I don't respect any of these boxers. I don't respect any of these athletes, man. I'm gonna get into that a little bit later as well. I don't respect these dudes, man. None of these dudes. A lot of these dudes out here run around soft, man, because they worried about likes. Like the homie Deontay Wilder. Shout out to the homie Kirby Alexander. That's his cousin. No disrespect to my main man, but Deontay Wilder's soft because what you out here got your girlfriend out here walking around, strutting around. She was looking good. Don't get me wrong, man. She was definitely eye candy. But why you got your girlfriend out here center stage so everybody can watch it, man? You got your girlfriend out here like she's some piece of meat. Look, bro, you need to be focused. You talking about, oh, my legs was weak because I had a 40-pound suit on. You big dummy. Hey, man, I got to call it the way it is. You are a big dummy Deontay, brother. What the hell you doing, man? You're showing off your girlfriend. You're wearing 40-pound suits that you never practiced in wearing. That is very little preparation. That is very little focus. And when you got the heavyweight champ like that, and then you got the other heavyweight champion, don't get me wrong, man. I can't think of his name right now because that's how inconsequential he is. But he used to be on drugs. And y'all think Mike Tyson can't come in here and pip on one of these dudes? I'm sorry, man. 54-year-old Mike Tyson is just as good as a 50. He might be a little better than 54-year-old George Foreman. He out there smoking that good Chiba in Nevada. And guess what? Everybody want to talk about the last time we saw Mike Tyson, he was getting beat up by a loser. But guess what? The last time we saw Mike Tyson in the ring, he was strung out on drugs too. From what I understand, Mike Tyson is refocused. He's the second stage of his life is becoming an awesome thing to watch. It used to be a train wreck, and now he's on the right track. So we got a culture, whereas most of these athletes are not as focused as Mike Tyson was at his worst. Tyson Fury. Thank you, Joe from Houston, executive producer Joe from Houston. Thank you for getting it in, my brother. Now, with that being said, I just don't see these dudes being tough enough to beat Mike Tyson at any stage of his life. Let's not forget, 20 years ago, before he was making all those grills, before he was doing this thing, George Foreman was flat out broke. He had a couple terrible fights. Next thing you know, he was flat backing Michael Moore. I'm going to say it again, he was giving Michael Moore the flat back. Everybody thought he's too old to do it. Mike Tyson is more fluid. Mike Tyson is just as deadly, maybe a little less deadly than George Foreman, because George Foreman, from what I understand, is the hardest hitting boxer in the history of the game. But Mike Tyson, if he a 200, and let's just say he, like, remember Drago was a 1,400 pound puncher. Let's say if he was a 1,400, Mike Tyson is only like 1,350, 1,200. So at the end of the day, power is something that you never ever lose. You do not lose power. You lose agility. You lose fluidity. You lose a lot of things. But Mike Tyson was a student of the game, just like the great Michael Jordan. I'm going to talk about that later. Nobody talks about the intelligence Mike Tyson has. You listen to him, and he was. I remember people used to talk about how funny he looked and things like that. Listen to how funny he sounds. But hey, I used to listen to Mike Tyson when he used to do ringside report for HBO. That's a brother who knows his craft. I don't think you become that great at anything without knowing what's going on. Again, we're going to talk about Michael Jordan a little later. I'm kicking him in his ass too, but we're going to talk about Michael Jordan a little later. And we're going to talk about the fact that, you know, his intelligence is another highlight. It's just his athletic ability and things of that nature. Now, with that being said, Mike Tyson could potentially make a comeback and put himself in a position to take over the world again. I would love to see it. I don't respect these boxers now. A lot of them lack focus. A lot of them are doing their damn thing. A lot of them are doing everything that they need, that they have to do. Everything but what they have to do. Now, you got people like Errol Spence. You got people like my man Terrence Bud Crawford and a few others. The twins, the Charlo twins. They're focused. The rest of these guys are not focused. What you have to do is get a bunch of guys in the ring in front of Mike Tyson that are less focused than he is. And I don't give a damn who you are. When you stand in front of Mike Tyson ready to fight, if you're not ready to fight, you're going to be ready